Well, good morning. We gate out in the garden here, just doing the weekly update real quick. We'll start with we decided to plant some more cucumbers and kind of see if trellising them up a vine wire would work better. So haven't seen the visitor back, but there is signs that he's probably still around. So I'm gonna get on Amazon today to kind of take care of that problem because he's been tearing up the yard. Go ahead and hit the main gardens here. I think we'll start over here by the strawberries. These have actually been doing pretty good. I mean, the terracotta pot seems to be doing all right. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of huge growth, but I mean, we picked a couple berries and we got two different varieties. One's like a really deep red. I don't know, strawberries, we've never had a win-win year, but I figured the terracotta pot try would be worth it. Maybe getting a bigger terracotta pot or some kind of vertical system I think would work better with it. This pretty much is it here. We may try to do some more pumpkins maybe later in the year. I'd like to start them out so we have something for Halloween this year. I'd like to actually carve our own is what the goal was this year, but we'll see. Rose bush is looking pretty good. Like I said, I need to get into the shop and build a trellis for it. I've had other stuff come up this week. It's been kind of crazy. We moved the zucchini over on this side here. It seems like it was getting too hot over in the afternoon, so usually around 1 or 2 o'clock we start to get shade over here, but it looks like we've got some zucchinis forming here, so that's pretty promising. Better than last year. I mean, last year we'd get about that point there and they'd just die off. And I noticed we haven't had the bug problem over here either. Her watermelon, they've pretty much taken over her bucket. She's got to do something with that. We'll maybe see if we can trellis those things, maybe out of this corner, or maybe we'll put them in that pumpkin patch corner. Yeah, the sunflowers and corn seem to be doing pretty good. I mean, I've been pretty impressed with it. Like I said, this is one of our experiments in progress here. I wanted sweet corn this year, but we just didn't have a spot for it. But man, if I was thinking, I would have started putting marks on this fence post here of how much growth we've gotten this year. But maybe I'll start doing that this week. I'll just scribe a line across there with chalk or something that'll stay a little bit longer so we can actually measure weekly growth. But that's kind of cool. I love these mammoth sunflowers wherever she got them. I mean, these are seeds from plants that we had last year. Yeah, I mean, even this one over here has gotten pretty huge. He's almost up to the second board going across. But yeah, looking forward to corn this year. Sunflowers are pretty too, but they attract the bugs. But yeah, the tater tower this week ended up filling in the rest of the dirt that we had here. I maybe got, looking at maybe 2 inches of available space on this thing. I think we're just gonna fill in with some more dirt if we've got it around the house. If not, we'll just kind of let this thing do its course in time. Her sweet potatoes are starting to perk up now, so she's happy about that. So hopefully we'll have the same production that we had last year. Heading over to the pepper garden here. I mean, this dill I trimmed up early, like Monday of this week, and actually dehydrated some dill, and it's bushed back out again, so I'm gonna have to go out and do a better trimming, I guess. Poblano, surprisingly, is popped back pretty good here. We've got a pepper coming in, so happy about that. And even the little hot banana pepper we got going on, we've got a pepper forming there. So, and then I picked that jalapeno, and we actually did it with some fried potatoes and fried potatoes last week for breakfast, and it was pretty good. Not too hot, so maybe probably needed to sit for more before we picked it, but it was looking pretty good, and I wanted to have the other peppers kind of start producing out. The candy cane chocolate cherry pepper, I think it's doing all right. We had a hot spell last night, so I think that kind of perked up the plants here. And this purple beauty still, it looks like it's doing better. And little red bell peppers we got going on in the back here. I don't know if we can pull that to the side. I'm not seeing too much change, but maybe with the summer heat comes on, they'll start to perk up. And I think that was the ticket last year too. We didn't get peppers till almost like July when it started really getting hot. The colossal pepper here, got the buds that seem to be dying off, but yeah, we've got a small little bell forming over there, so hopefully we'll get something here. I mean, her basil is perked up pretty good, surprisingly, from the cold spell that we had. I mean, even that one there is looking pretty good. Her marigolds are starting to sprout out, so hopefully they'll be maintainable. We had one last year that just got to be colossal, like almost 3 foot tall. Her zinger plant here, they're starting to get some color change in these bottom tomatoes here, so they might be ready for picking. But we've got a strand here, another strand formed over here. I mean, this thing will probably be a pretty good producer, so I may look at dehydrating. We also added a stake just to kind of keep it upward growth going on it. And the cucumbers I started to trellis this week on this side. Planted some more, so hopefully we'll see those start to sprout up, and I'll start the trellising process on these here. And then yeah, on this side here I started trellising them, so I like to trellis them, and then I'll come back and kind of cut the leaves back on the back side. And that seemed to be the trick for last year, so we'll go ahead and push through and do that again this year. And the onions, man, and the lettuce is just going crazy back here. Yeah, I trimmed the tops of them, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday, and dehydrated a bunch of those tops for onion powder. And oh man, that's some of the best stuff. I'll never buy onion powder again. Our beans, I started the trellis process with those too, so hopefully that'll sprout up. Got a little bit of work here on this back, so I got a couple more branches I got to push through. And then her marigolds on these four corners are doing pretty good, and these were all done from seeds from a plant that we had last year. Yeah, we're starting to get some more bean sprout growing here. I planted a couple more beans early, I think it was 2 weeks ago. They're coming up, and our celery's still hanging in there. Rabbits haven't gotten to it. I caught a rabbit in the garden last week, chased it out. Yeah, these marigolds are crazy, but yeah, we could probably push this one through when we find some space. Like to keep the process going. Upward growth, they seem to do pretty good on the vine. Yeah, these two, I'll probably snip off these back branches on it to give it some more room. Oh, the sweet peas or the snap peas, we actually got one here, so I'll probably end up picking that thing maybe sometime soon. It's starting to bulge out a little bit, but we'll give it a little bit more. So I'm hoping we'll see some more. I mean, these have actually vined up quite a bit from last week, which is kind of surprising. I've been going through every night, just kind of pushing them up and around. You gotta be careful with these things. These pods are pretty tender, but they seem to recover, because I mean, I bent that one a little too much when I first started out, and it's sprung back. So I mean, they've got some rigidity to them. Well, this one here, something must have brushed against it. But yeah, even the butternut squash, I've started the trellising process with that too. So it kind of gets some weird formations when they start to go up. It depends on where the butternut squash pop out. It hits it on a wire, or even some of these bars, it gives them some weird shape. But we had that last year, and it was kind of just I would call it some character added. I mean, the tomatoes this year, I'm gonna have to get some stakes going in here too to straighten some of these out, but they're just going nuts. I think that's the ticket for tomatoes, is to plant them early. Last year we waited till after Mother's Day. We've got some Roma tomatoes coming in here, so I'm pretty happy. This still here, I took a pretty good clipping off, and it's starting to bush out again. This Roma here, we've actually got little tomatoes sprouting. So I mean, it's better than what we had last year. I had a little store-bought one, and I maybe got 1 or 2 tomatoes off of it just before it just died. I ended up saving the seeds on those, and we got some flowers going on here. So my wife has been an argument with me and her. I'm saying that the seeds I planted were eggplant, but she's saying this is a weed, but who knows. And this Roma plant here is actually forming quite a few tomatoes, if you can see there. I'm pretty surprised. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, these are the healthiest Roma tomato plants I've seen in a while. This one here, I thought I seen a bud earlier when I was pruning. And yeah, I've been trying to get the sucker plants when I water plants. I thought I seen a bud forming somewhere on here, but maybe I'm mistaken for another plant. Cherry tomato plant. I mean, this thing too, look at the size of that thing. It's freaking huge, but and I don't know. It's hard to tell once they get to this size here. They get kind of bushy. Hopefully we'll have some balls for them. I mean, we've got the plants going here, so it's only a matter of time, I think. Her big, what is it, the Beef Master. Yeah, she's got tomatoes forming down below here, so and yeah, every once in a while. So I mean, this one here, I guess it's supposed to be the bigger tomatoes, so we'll probably do a lot of pasta sauce in, but I have a feeling that this year will be our year for tomatoes. But yeah, even her marigolds here are forming pretty good. Pretty happy. I mean, I trimmed up this deal too. Yeah, I mean, what she got planted here? Oh, parsley and chives. I don't know, that doesn't look like parsley and chives. Looks like some kind of I don't know. I'll have to ask her about that one. But the towers, kohlrabi, I think this one is about ready to pick here. It's pretty good size, so I may pick it. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll do some garden to table type videos. Cabbage got kind of rough with the heat here, but I think they'll hang in. I'm praying I like to have cabbage. We eat quite a bit of cabbage. Rutabagas, they seem to be hanging in there. The lettuce, I mean, like I said, I don't think we'll do that in pots again this year. Just there's just not enough space for them. And then the spinach too, it's not doing well in these little planters. And the dill, I was hoping the dill would do better, but it's hard to tell nowadays. Ginger root, still no change. Yeah, kohlrabi over in the radish patch is doing all right. Oh, we got a pretty good radish bulb there. These things might be ready to pick here in a little bit. Don't want them to get woody. But we'll do, I do a lot of Korean cucumbers. And I'll probably cut that one up and put it in that. Broccoli, it's hanging in there. I guess it's starting to form something. This one's not looking the greatest, but maybe 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3, and something's been eating the leaves on these, so who knows. Cauliflower, I didn't see much change there. I mean, that was kind of a gamble. I've never grown cauliflower, and I don't know if these planters are suited for it. The thyme, I'm not noticing a whole lot of change. I mean, maybe these are slow growing, but I mean, we got a pretty good sprout there. We got some coming up over here. Cilantro, I'm guessing these pots are probably not the best for those. Starting to flower out already, which is kind of weird. Pick these flower parts off before they make too tart. The rosemary, I mean, it's still sprouting. I mean, a little bit of growth I noticed from last week. And then the dill over on this side, it's just not good. But all in all, oh yeah, I forgot about the asparagus. So yeah, they started coming through the fresh dirt I added. So I mean, I added quite a few seeds, and as you can see, it did a circular pattern. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more growth next week. But asparagus has always been a hard one for us. We tried planting it in the ground the last 2 years, and it just didn't take. So figured I'd give the pot thing a try this year, and at least we can contain it. And I don't know if we mowed over it or if the dogs trampled over it, but who knows. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching.